Hi everybody, meaning Sangeeta, probably no one else. Hello from Ecuador. This is my first blog, and it's kind of exciting. Today I am going to talk about alcohol in Ecuador, and then a little demonstration at the end. Okay, so I guess first thing I should say that it's a Latin American country, so there is more partying. And there's a lot more drinking, and there are a lot of towns known for partying around here. One of them I went to was Buenas, and that was pretty intense, with discotheques everywhere and people everywhere in the streets. And then once the bar closed that I was at, the discotheque I was at, everybody just went out into the streets and just continued drinking even more. And there was smashed glass everywhere, like it almost filled the streets, like with the level of glass. It was pretty intense. Discotheques are pretty big here. I guess it's a nightclub. They just still use the word disco instead of calling it a nightclub these days. I guess that's the only difference. They're not like super fancy like a US nightclub might be like. I don't know, I've never been to one, but that's kind of how I imagine it. It's more of just a bar that has like a dance floor. It feels kind of pubbish. And actually a lot of the bars here are like British themed pubs. There's a lot of Irish and Scottish pubs around here. Like the Leprechaun, that's where I went to in Buenas. It was actually two-story discotheque, so that was kind of interesting having two dance floors. It was funny seeing Ecuadorians dance because, again, being Latin America, it's a little more religious. So when everybody started, they were like holding hands with each other in groups, not like grinding on everybody. And it was so confusing to see this for me. I didn't really know what to do. Seeing like people holding hands, actually like, dancing in groups and keeping like a fair distance from each other. But then later on in the night, once they got drunk, it was just grinding like crazy, and it looked like a bunch of Americans. So that's Buenas and discotheques. Some other bars I've been to around here, there's a place that's supposed to be called Shooters, but it's misspelled and it's called Shotters. So there's Shotters. That was kind of interesting. It's a little tiny little place, pretty expensive. A lot of alcohol. In this area in particular is expensive because here in Cumbaya, it's more of a wealthy area. And segueing into alcohol prices, foreign alcohol, imported alcohol from the U.S., Europe, is heavily taxed. Like a fifth of Smirnoff is $40, and so it's pretty bad. So mostly we just buy local stuff, and local stuff isn't all that great here. I mean, beer especially, like there's like two kinds of beer, and that's it. It's Pilsener and Club. Club kind of sucks, but Pilsner's okay. Don't know what else to talk about. First vlog. I should have some ideas, but I don't. So I think I'm just gonna go into. Oh, we also went. I thought of something. Okay, we went to a Beatles themed bar, and that was kind of interesting. Oh God, that was a terrible night. It was chill. There were a lot of Ecuadorians sitting there drinking and conversating. And then there was us 15 drunk gringos like going crazy in the bar and being loud, and just being with that loud drunk group of Americans like terrorizing this bar. Like I never knew you could do this, but one of the other kids like tapped somebody else's beer, and we're at 9,000 feet here, so there's a lot less air pressure, and it like apparently in the U.S. it just kind of fizzes up and goes like that, but this was like full on bottle rocket, and I got sprayed with a blast of beer. And then somebody decided to steal an ice scoop and a glass of water. I don't know what's up with that, but the barman ran out after chasing after us and said that we weren't welcome there anymore, which is probably for the better in the end. And then when we were in Buenas, actually, the Australian girl tried to steal a Dreamcatcher. Luckily I was able to stop her, but it was like this big too. I don't know what she wanted to do with it, but tried to steal a Dreamcatcher. Well, that's drinking here in Ecuador. I haven't actually been drunk, or hardly buzzed here yet. Another interesting thing about the altitude, though, is that it makes you drunk way faster. Like, one beer affects me way more than it would in the U.S. So, that's kind of an overview. Oh, and you also can't buy alcohol on Sundays, but you can buy it in grocery stores. So you don't have to go to a state-sanctioned liquor store. In Oregon, you can only buy it like during certain hours of the day at state-owned liquor stores, but I mean you can still buy it on Sundays. I think I'm going to lead on to the unboxing of this coconut. It's called Cocombo liquor, and it's in a real coconut. And I know this means nothing because you're on the internet, but it smells amazing, like roasted coconuts and magic and alcohol. It's 23% liquor, and it's also in Spanish, so I can't really tell you much more about it. It has exotic tropical taste, I know that much. Right there. Okay. Not sure how to open this. It's all covered in wax. Kind of slimy. Does that screw off? Oh, yes it does. Is it open? Well, there's a foil sort of seal. That cap wasn't really screwed on very well, so it's just kind of open. And it said it was made in October according to the label. It's like, oh no, it is sealed. Okay. There's like a wax thing, and I don't know how to... Oh. Ah. That smells good. I wonder if I should... Yeah, I'm going to shake it, just in case there's coconutty goodness floating at the bottom. And to go with this, I have some limeade. Put the limonada en el coco y beber todo arriba. That's put the lime in the coconut and drink it all up in broken Spanish. I hope you enjoyed it. No! I can't get it open again. Time for it to put it in my water bottle, because I don't have anything else. Oh, and by the way, this is actually the first... coconut. This is the first alcohol I have bought in a store in my life. It's so cool being of drinking age here. Before this, I think I've only bought maybe one shot from a bar, and then a beer before that in a bar here. So this is pretty cool for me. Oh my god. Wow. Okay, that... Oh wait, how do I even describe that? It's like pure coconut juice, but it doesn't taste adulterated by the liquor. It's just... It's like pure coconut. I mean... Oh, it's so good. And like... There's a perfect amount of alcohol in that. It doesn't have too much of a kick. It's just a very smooth, very nice roasted coconut flavor. With just a slight kick of the alcohol afterwards. And I'm betting it tastes even better with this limeade. Which was only, about the prices. This was only 39 cents. And then this was actually $11. The cheapest fifth I think you can get here is about $5. Just to give you an idea of prices of certain things here. And it has a little handle. Look at that. So you can have your coconut liquor on the go. Now, I'm wondering if this... I don't know if this is like liquor made from coconuts, or... I don't think it's vodka. It didn't say. It just says coconut liquor. So that leads me to believe this is literally liquor made from coconut, which is actually really cool. That was not a good idea. It was way better by itself. Yeah, it's really good just on its own, just plain. I don't need this lime. Maybe it's the limeade that's bad. Yeah, it's not the best. But, I mean, there's a whole song devoted towards putting limes in coconuts, so you would think that would be a good thing, but you'd be wrong. Well, that's all from Quito today. Ciao.